Lexis Hotel Group has successfully established itself as a premium brand in the hospitality sector by offering professional management services for a portfolio of Malaysian hotels and resorts. Its main office is in Kuala Lumpur. The company was established on May 24, 1995. The brand is currently managed 4 properties, namely Lexis, Crown Lexis, and Lexis Hibiscus. All 3 are in a Port Dickson, with the exception of Lexis Sweet Spinning, which is in the Pearl of the Orient. Each one has a unique concept. Lexis Port Dickson, for example, offers a cozy and modest idea. Crown Lexis adopt a Balinese-inspired design, and Lexis Hibiscus is famous for being luxurious iconic. Lexis Hotel Group established itself as a recognized name in the local and international hospitality scenes by winning numerous prestigious awards, including the World Luxury Hotel Awards, the Ausganja Global Hotel Awards, and the other awards. Lexis Hotel Group's future plans include the Imperial Lexis Kuala Lumpur, a 5-star luxury hotel located near the famous KLCC area. In this presentation, we will share more about the nature business for Lexis Hotel, the most critical service-related problem faced by the Lexis Hotel, before and current pandemic companies' blueprinting, and suggestion improvement to handle this situation.
A process is a specific method of operation or a series of action, usually involving multiple steps that must occur in a specific order. The characteristic of the processes may be used in a specific service operation must reflect the nature of business. Hence, for the Lexis Hotel Group, it contains all the 4 service processing, which is people processing, possession processing, mental stimulus processing, and information processing. First, people processing. As for this service, it means the service is involved tangible action to the people bodies. In Lexis Hotel Group, there are many activities or services that have been provided for the customer. Take experience with it. As example, there are many indoor and outdoor activities that customer can play or take benefit of it, such as Kids World, which is the ideal place for the young one to spend their time in a safe environment, and Les Spa, which is offer an escape from the hectic space of modern life to an oasis of tranquility. Second, possession processing. As a part of hotel business, Lexis Hotel Group ensures that hotel maintenance has been complete prior to receive a complaint from a customer. Lexis Hotel Group ensures that employees have received thorough training and in a good physical condition before providing service to the customer so they are not inconvenienced, as this is one of hotel policy. Third, mental stimulus processing. In the case of Lexis Hotel Group, there are websites that provide customers with information about the resort, such as hotel media press release and news. Customers are required to invest some time and mental effort on this website in order to reap the full benefit of such service. Aside from that, in the light of current situation, which is this COVID-19, Lexis Hotel Group has posted a video on their official YouTube channel titled Lexis Care about how to proceed if a customer arrives during this COVID-19 pandemic. Lastly, information processing. Lexis Hotel Group protect their customer personal information in their policy, which state, "We are committed to protecting your privacy and assure you that your personal data and information will be strictly processed in accordance with Personal Data Protection Act 2010 and our own strict internal policy." As a result, Lexis Hotel Group policy provide customer with a sense of security.
Number 1. Training and information. Lexis Hotel Management should tell all their employees about the precautions that may be taken to safeguard their health and the health of others, including the suggestion to stay at home and seek medical treatment if they exhibit the COVID-19 symptoms. They have to conduct frequent information briefing that includes the fundamental COVID-19 preventive measure as well as illness signs and symptoms, and keep employees up to date on new discovery. Specific procedures such as Standard Operating Policy (SOP) must be performed in the case of isolation of a suspected case. Number 2 is physical distancing measure, hand cleaning and respiratory hygiene. As we know, physical distance require a distance of at least 1 meter between the visitors. and physical barriers between workers and visitors should be provided wherever necessary, while hand hygiene is sanitizing hand with an alcohol-based hand rub or washing them with soap and water on a frequent and true basis. So, during the COVID-19, Lexis Hotel need to take care about the physical distancing measure together with frequent hand and respiratory hygiene because those were main measures to prevent transmission of COVID-19. Lexis Hotel must reduce occupancy rates and should be considered if the facility does not allow proper physical distance. While it is possible that guests are already aware of physical distance, hand hygiene, and respiratory hygiene, they should be noticed as a sign of a friendliness. Lastly, for number 3 is massive booking cancellation. COVID-19 has led Lexis Hotel to massive booking cancellation and record low booking with adverse effect on annual accommodation booking for year 2020. This has in turn resulted in hotel closure and empty room for Lexis Hotel properties. The slump in business has further led to record high hotel employee layoff, while Lexis Hotel property owners battle to pay fixed expenses and mortgage on their properties. In addition, most global hotel chains have cancelled dividend payment and postponed the capital expenditure to avoid bankruptcy and industry collapse.
Before that, let me explain the definition of blueprinting. Blueprinting is a complex form of flowcharting and specifies in detail how a service process is constructed. Service blueprint map customer, employee, and service system interaction. They show the full customer journey from service initiation to final delivery of the desired benefit, which can include many staff and service employees from different departments. Now let's take a look at Lexis Group blueprint before pandemic, but before that, let me explain the basic for blueprint. There are 8 of them. First is a front stage activities. Second is a physical evidence of front stage activities. Then is a line of visibility. After that, there is a backstage activities, support process and supplies, potential fail points, identifying customer wins, and finally service standard and targets. Now here is a blueprint process before COVID-19 for Lexis Hotel Group and any other overnight hotel stay service. Here we can see the physical evidence, customer action, on stage, or visible contact employee actions, backstage, invisible contact employee action, and finally the support process. Now here is the blueprint process after COVID-19 for Lexis Hotel Group. We can see there are a lot of customer action have occurred, especially when they are arriving at hotel. They need to undergo a temperature check, use provide hand sanitizer, and practice social distancing. This also occurred to the visible contact employee action. They need to do a temperature check for customer, greet and take bags from a safe distance, deliver the bag from safe distance, and deliver food from the safe distance, and process checkout in a safe distance. Now let me explain the change that occurred. Most of the change occurs for customer and employee that have direct contact with customer action. These actions are handled to prevent transmission of disease from customer to employee or vice versa. The changes to the blueprint is the method of preventative and protective measures by Lexis Group. Now, customer actions changes include temperature checks. After customer arrive at the hotel, a compulsory temperature checks will be conducted by the employees. Customer or employees that recorded temperature more than 37.3 degrees Celsius will be denied their entry and redirected for medical care at the nearest medical center. Next is a use provided hand sanitizer. Lexis will provide and place hand sanitizer for customer and employees used at the key guest area and re-entrance and contact areas such as reception area, hotel lobby, restaurant entrance, and any common facility that have high traffic for customer and also employees. Finally, physical distancing. In new Lexis service blueprint, all employees will be trained and must obey to the 1 meter physical distance rule, while customer is advisable to practice social distancing while moving around the Lexis property. That is all for the differences of blueprint before and after pandemic for Lexis Hotel Group.
The suggestion or initiative for Lexis Group to handle this situation by firstly implement a flexible cancellation policy which Lexis Hotel may reassure their guests and provide them an incentive to book by having a flexible cancellation for at least the next 6 months or until end of the year. Furthermore, Lexis Group must retain a flexible stress-free cancellation policy if it wants Lexis Group to maintain to have a strong brand loyalty and enforce confidence for our customer to rebook. Second suggestion, Lexis Group must align marketing and revenue management strategy as it is critical to work with revenue management on pricing strategy and parity across channel, direct booking, rewards and any new offer and bundles, and most crucial, a flexible cancellation policy when building the hotel recovery plan. Thirdly, Lexis Group can take an opportunity to adopt cloud technology, especially in reservation front desk activity. Cloud technology was not something new for hotel industry, especially for big players names such as Lexis, but commonly they are used as reservation system from customer to the front desk to minimize the interaction and context between the employee and the customer. The cloud technologies can be set as an alternative to the front desk officer. The way Lexis can improve the system is not just creating an alternative for customer and front desk service. This service also can be improved from the room service and even activities that normally been offered. Okay, fourth, in order to achieve a high level of quality in the management team, a whistleblower policy should be implemented, which provide confidential way to report any behavioral concerns such as corruption, abuse of authority, security risk or other poor practices during this pandemic situation that will affect Lexis Group reputation. Okay, for the last suggestion that can be made is Lexis Group can use this time to do hotel maintenance and renovation to improvise the hotel, as the emergence of the coronavirus does not mean that hotels are closing their doors and waiting for the crisis to be resolved, but it is the ideal opportunity to get clean up and grow.
Lexis Hotel Group motto is hospitality is our passion. The vision of Lexis Hotel Group is one to build the group leading level regionally and internationally. The main objective of this presentation is to explore more about the nature of business for Lexis Hotel Group, which is hospitality services in Malaysia. The second objective is to discover 3 most critical service-related problems faced by the Lexis Hotel Group. The third objective is to compare and analyze Lexis Hotel Group blueprinting before and current COVID-19. The last one is to providing suggestion for improvement to handle the situation. There are 3 important arguments in this presentation, which is that Lexis Hotel Management should tell all employees about the precaution that may be taken to safeguard their health and the health of the others. The other agreements in this Lexis Hotel needs to take care about the physical distance measures together with the frequent hand and respiratory hygiene, because those were the main measures to prevent transmission of COVID-19. The last argument is the customer action changes during COVID-19, whereas they need to check temperature, use provided hand sanitizer, and deploy physical distancing.